price is, quickly we can calculate, it is 100%, right? Because 10 become 20. And by what percentage demand has come down? Yeah, 30%. Okay, so then elasticity become very much steeper. Elastic demand curve is very much flatter. So now at the extreme cases, we will have the demand curves like this.
Sir, sorry, can you please explain the elasticity price equation?
Okay, so it is, I'm always telling this one, right? Equation is there in the previous slide as well, Kushani, right? Elasticity, price elasticity is equal, to calculate this one, you have to take percentage change in quantity demanded, okay, divided by the same way, percentage change in price. Okay. So percentage change in quantity demand, you can calculate like this: change in demand, initial demand. To convert it to percentile, you need to multiply it by 100. Similarly, percentage change in price is change in price, initial price, converted to percentile value. So both 100 here in the numerator and the denominator, no point of keeping, no sense, we can cut this off, right? And then you can rewrite this equation in this way as well. Delta Q over Q, and bringing this part as multiplicative here, and if you multiplicative, then this part numerator and the denominator is changing. You know this basic, right? So it become like this, right? And the same thing we can also write in this way as well, because the sign here is multiplicative, right? Delta Q over delta P multiplied by T over Q, right? So in the demand equation, you remember, I'm summarizing everything now. QD is equal A plus BP plus CM plus, this is the equation that we use. And B, you calculate this slope coefficient in this way. B is delta Q divided by delta P. Therefore, the same elasticity equation you can also write like this: B multiplied by P over Q. Okay? So those things, they are in your handouts as well, Kushan. It's okay?
Yeah, sir.
Right. Okay. What I want to write down here, if you have the demand curve like this, so this is the demand curve now. It's perfectly vertical, right? This is P, Q, this is demand curve. Now, what you can say about the sensitivity of the demand to the price? Initial price, this one, for example, 10, right? At 10, you demand 100. Now we are at point A. Now sellers increasing the price to, say, for example, 20. At 20, what is the demand?
Same, 100.
100. So even though price become double, demand has not changed. That means demand not responding to the price change at all. Perfectly inelastic demand. Perfectly inelastic. That means EP is 0. Sensitivity of the demand to the price change is 0. Not sensitive at all. Right? So, can you find the product like this in the market? Whatever the price, people go to the same quantity.
Gas,
Sure?
Salt.
fuel,
So, if gas price become double, triple, and quadruple, you will use the same
electricity,
electricity also. You are not switching off unnecessary bulb or the times that you are spending with the iron refrigerators, microwave. So whatever,
medicine.
yes, medicine, especially life-saving medicine. Life-saving medicine, right? So we can't avoid of whatever the price we have to go for. Otherwise, you have to choose the next life in the somewhere else, right? You have to decide to go from this life, right? So medicine, right? Not nothing else, right? So life-saving medicine, for example, not sensitive to the price. It is sensitive means you have to, you should ready to give up this, your current life, right? And go somewhere for the, in searching next life. Okay? And this is one extreme case. The next extreme case is like this. Now this is the demand curve. Now this is the price, 10. At point A, you purchase 100. Now we are moving to B. Maybe 200. Or if you increase the price to 20, what happened? Even not 20, even if you increase the price by small margin, 1%, what will happen to the demand? At
Demand
10,
is changing.
demand is changing.
But price is.
At 10, you are purchasing 100. If price become 11, what will be the demand?
No demand.
No demand. It comes 0. Quickly, all the customers move away from this kind of product. So, in this case, this is very extreme case. Right? Elasticity is infinity. Right? Total, all the customers move away from this product. I think it is very much difficult to give the practical example for this one. Even slight price change, people are moving. Right? It's very difficult. This is actually textbook's case, right? Very difficult. But in the real world case, the demand curve either in this way, relatively steeper, or like this, relatively flatter. In this case, EP less than 1 inelastic. In this case, EP greater than 1. Okay, this is elastic, inelastic, perfectly elastic, perfectly inelastic. Okay, number 1, perfectly inelastic. Number 2, perfectly elastic. Number 3, inelastic. Number 4, elastic. Okay, I think this is clear to you. Right. Now, this is all about the price elasticity of demand. Now, let's go to the next one, income elasticity. Right. So, we use letter M to denote income. In some textbooks, here also I also put letter capital I to denote income. Whatever the symbol, don't worry, the abbreviations given. EM. So, what is the formula for the income elasticity? First of all, tell me the definition of the income elasticity. To define it, actually, you have to recall price elasticity definition. What does price elasticity of demand measure? Ruchini, can you try? What does it measure? Price elasticity of demand. Ruchini.
Sir, can you repeat it, please? I clearly.
What is price elasticity of demand? What does it measure? On your own words, I'm not expecting the crystal clear answer from you. Just tell your answer. Price elasticity of demand. What you so far understood from that?
The market price changing, they depend on how to customer in that product and their goods. The depend on the price.
Okay.
How to change in the demand change.
Okay. If I am giving 5 marks for that, I can give maybe 0.5 for your answer. Okay. Right. So let's allow somebody else to answer. To whom am I? Kaviraj? I'm picking random names. Kaviraj, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Yeah. Kaviraj, how you can define it?
Sorry, sir, I have no idea.
Okay, you just try. Don't worry, just try. We are not perfect people, then. But you are in the class when I'm explaining the elasticity. It is my fault as well. If you cannot tell, it is the teacher's fault as well. Just try, Kaviraj. You are taking effort? Okay, until Kaviraj is coming up with the answer, Viraj, lean again. Viraj, are you there? Rishan? How about Rishan? Come on. Nayanatara?
Yes, sir. Changing the demand according to the price.
Sorry, tell it again.
Changing the demand according to the price, sir.
Change in demand according to the price. Okay, so I can give again 0.5 or less than 1 out of 5 for this answer. Afra? Afra and Amali? Amali, Nissan, Salah. Actually, you all are good. You are responding, right? So you have to make all the mistakes here in the class. Yeah, Amali. What is Amali's answer? I want you to define the price elasticity of demand. Or simply, what the price elasticity of demand measure?
Price elasticity of demand.
Yes. What does it measure?
Measured used in economics.
Okay. Go on, try it. That's good.
Assess how sensitive
Amasha, how about your answer? Thank you, Amali, for your effort anyway. Amasha?
The responsiveness of the quantity demand to the changes in the good price.
Yes. So I can give 5 marks for this one. Elasticity, price elasticity of demand measures how quantity demand responsive to the price change. How demand is responding to the price change. Or in other words, how demand is sensitive to the price change. Right? How demand sensitive to the price change. Right? You know the meaning of the sensitivity? Right? Suddenly, if you touch your finger in the hot iron, what you do? Very quickly sensitive. You have to be responsive quickly. Right? So some products are there in the market. Right? People are quickly responding to the price change. Some are not. That's what so far I said, product like rice. That's why that, Nadu rice nowadays is a biggest problem in the country. Right? Nadu rice price. Okay? So some products are there, people quickly responding. Some are not, less responding. Okay? So that's why we studying this topic. This is very much important for the economics. Right? Price elasticity of demand measures how quantity demand sensitive or responsive to the price change. Okay, everyone got it? Kaviraj, now it is okay?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Right. Now, Kaviraj, I want you to define this one. What is this? If I put P here, it is price elasticity of demand. Now I put here M. So what is this? EM.
Income.
Only M, income. If I put EM,
Elasticity of
Income elasticity.
income elasticity. Okay. So, Kumudu, can you explain me what is income elasticity of demand? Kumudu, 034 is the registration number. Kumudu, are you here in the class? Dilini? Dilini Ranasinghe. I want your voice from your side to make this class very much alive. Dilini is also not there, I think. Gayani? Gayani Hurugamu. 63 participants, including me. Gayani, can you try? Gigi AJ Kumar. Kumar, are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much, Kumar. You responded. Okay. So, what is income elasticity of demand? According to your understanding. Can you try? Kumara,
Yes, sir.
can you try? What is it? Oh, Kumara, did you understand the meaning of the price elasticity of demand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what is price elasticity of demand?
The quantity, demand, or supply of good response to price changes.
Okay, demand, how demand is responding to the price change. Thank you, Kumar. And in the same way, Kumar, can't you define the income elasticity?
How demand change?
Yes, sir.
Accordingly, income change.
Okay, so I can give some marks, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Delini. I'm extremely sorry. I couldn't unmute when you spoke, so I had to log in from another device.
Okay, Dilini. So I'm asking, what is income elasticity of demand?
It's how much or how responsive the demand would be for a product when the consumer income is changing.
Yeah, very much correct. Okay, so income elasticity measures how quantity demand responding to the consumer's income change, right? Responding to the income change. So, formula we can write like this. Income elasticity is percentage
Change in QD divided by
in Q divided by,
percentage change in income.
yes, correct, percentage change in income. Suppose that this is equal to 3. Income elasticity for a particular product is 3. How you can interpret this number? Or else, if price elasticity of demand, I'm saying, is 1.5. How you can interpret this number, or what you can understand from this number? Price elasticity 1.5.
When income increases, quantity demanded will be increased more than that. That means
Yeah, the more than that, that means the number is given. According to this number, you have to use this number, number 3. You came to the very much, close, to the answer.
more elastic.
Income elastic, that is correct. But you are not using the number 3. I'm asking, income elasticity of demand is 3 for a particular product. What does it mean? How you can interpret this number 3?
The quantity demand will change by 3 when the price changing by 1%.
Yeah, correct. This is answer is here. right? If you divide this number by this, answer is 3. To get 3 here, you can put any two numbers. Suppose that percentage change in quantity demand is 30%, right? And the percentage change in income is 10%. Then you would get this answer, right? 30% divided by 10% is 3, correct? Then accordingly, using these two numbers, you can tell the answer. If the consumer's income increased by 10%, then consumers going to increase the demand for a particular product by 30%. So this particular product is highly income sensitive product. Understood?
Yes.
දැන් yes කියලා කියනවා ඒකට අහුවාම හිර වෙනවා නේද?
So can you please explain it again?
Okay. So income elastic demand, the formula percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in income. Okay. I just gave number for this one. Suppose that you got income elasticity, 3 for a particular product. If I say there is a product which is income elasticity is 3, you should be able to understand this, right? If you know the formula, just put any two hypothetical number for percentage change in quantity demand. If you don't like 30%, you just put 3%. No worry. And percentage change in income, if you don't like 10%, you just put 1%. Finally, you have to get this answer, right? Number 3. And after putting these numbers, you have to read this. If consumers' income is changing by 1%, right? Consumers increasing the demand of that particular product by 3%, more than that. So therefore, we can say the product is highly income sensitive. Okay? Gayani,
Yes, sir.
is it okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, can you name one or two products for which income elasticity is elastic, greater than 1? Rangana, can you guess any product where, which is, income elasticity is very much high? Vehicle. If the income increase, vehicle demand is increasing more than that percent. You agree? Others? I don't think, Rangana. If income increased by 10%, vehicle demand is increasing by more than 10%. That's what you are saying, right?
Gold?
Sorry? Gold?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jewelries. Jewelries, it's luxury. With the income increases, people increasing more and more demand. And, how about the costume, perfume?
Apple phone, sir?
Sorry?
Apple phone, new version.
Apple, it's a kind of, that's also okay.
Hotels, vacations.
Sorry?
Hotel, vacations.
Oh, right. This is a very much interesting answer. Yeah. The vacations, leisure, demand for leisure, with the high income. So people will, demand more and more leisure. Very much interesting answer. Thank you. Okay. So in this way, you should be able to understand the product, Suppose that ladies' shoe fares. I'm not taking the gents' shoe fares because the fashion of the gents' shoe fares is not frequently changing. I think the guys here will agree with me. But the females, right? Fashions is quickly moving, changing. So accordingly, females like to go with those latest fashion. Right? Ruchini, you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Right? So then, with the income increases, then people, especially the female, go for those cosmetics, right? And for example, nowadays the females, spending, larger fraction of their income to maintain their beauty, right? The beauty related cosmetics things, perfume, right? So maybe,
Sir,
yes, Amali.
luxury home appliances.
Yeah, those things are okay. I think, more than that, these kind of things, you think about yourself, how much at the moment, you are spending on your beauty related product, to buy the beauty related product from your income. Maybe 10% increase in income, you straight away not going to buy jewelries. Maybe that increase in income will not enough, right? So, but
ladies salons.
yeah, ladies salon, that's right, beauty related things, right? So even you don't have the money to eat, but anyhow that you are finding, some income to go to salon or maintain your beauty. That's the trend now, especially among the young ladies, right? Because I know this, but because I'm in the university now, in my faculty, not only my faculty, very young ladies are there, maybe age 20 to 23, maybe 19 to 23, very young. So I know that I have, I'm seeing this every day, how these young girls, spending money to maintain their beauty, right? So whatever the income comes, maybe total they are spending those income on to maintain the beauty.
So, sir, in my company, sir, most of ladies, young girls, so after New Year bonus, they are rebonding, hair coloring, hair straightening.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Okay, these kind of product, highly income sensitive. Okay. Now think about the opposite. What are the products for which the income is, the demand is less income sensitive? Opposite. Even if income increase, but a larger amount, there are products whose demand is not increasing. Increase, but marginally.
Food items.
Yeah, food means, the staple food, main item, rice, right? Even if your income double, right, you are not eating 2 plates of rice, right? So with high income or low income, you anyhow maintain the same amount of rice. After doubling your income, your family members and you will not double the rice consumption. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So maybe slightly, marginally increase, but not at that rate. So therefore, income elasticity very much low. That means the product like rice, less income sensitive. So likewise, you try to apply all these things with the practice. Okay, so then you can understand the picture very clearly. And shall we define this one as well? Price elasticity of demand is 1.5. How you can understand this one? Interpretation, anybody?
The quantity demand will change by 1.5 for change in price by
1.
In responding to the 1% price change, right, to either direction, increase or decrease, quantity demand is going to change by 1.5%. Okay, clear? In responding to the 1% price change, demand of that product is going to, change by 1.5%. So you can use the different wording, of course, right? For every 1% change in price, quantity demand is changing by 1.5%. Either direction, I mean. If price increase, demand will come down. If price decrease, demand will go up. Okay? Right. Now let's go to the normal lecture. This is actually okay. So okay, let me to relog again. There's something happening this side. Discuss all these things. Let's move to this one. Income elasticity we already discussed. But anyway, so this is the formula, income elasticity. As I said, letter I also can be used for this one. And for normal goods, if the commodity or the goods called normal, if income elasticity is greater than 0, any positive number. If it is 0.3, it's a positive number. That means for every 1% increase in income, demand is increasing by 0.3%. So it is very normal commodity. If the commodity is luxury, income elasticity becomes greater than 1. Right? So quickly people responding to the demand with the increases of income. Those are called luxury. And income elasticity is negative for inferior commodity. With your income increases continuously, right? So then you feel that your current income position is very much okay for you to go for another product which you feel that it is superior to the previous one. Right? Superior to the previous one. If your income is double, you are not eating Nadu rice. Instead, you go for Pakistan long basmati rice varieties. Right? So you feel that Pakistan basmati varieties is much superior to you compared to the Nadu rice. But for other income group people, still the NAD price is somewhat superior or very good quality product. Okay? So for you, if your income double, so your income is allow you to go for basmati or some other expensive or the what you said superior quality rice. So then for you those become superior product. And for necessary products, income elasticity always lie in between 1 and 0, necessary or the normal goods.
So that 0.3 is the previous
0.3 is lie somewhere here. And these two actually big difference. These two is said normal and necessary. This is also greater than 0, right? And this is actually in between 0 and 1.
Yes, sir. That previous question, we get the answer from 0.3 is previous question, right?
That means if income increased by 1%, demand is increasing by
0.3.
Yeah, 0.3%. Less than the income changes. Right?
Okay.
That means, for the product like vegetable, if you increase, 10% increase in your income.
We got that 0.3 from 30 divided by 100, right?
Yeah. Whatever then you to get the 0.3, you can put any two numbers. Okay.
Okay. With the previous question, I feel like I don't like. That's why.
What's the previous question I asked?
So that elasticity, the 100%, it's changing. What? The first question you explain us?
Yeah, was it not clear to you?
It's bit confused. So
I
yeah.
just said that percentage change, percentage change in income divided by percentage change in, percentage change in quantity divided by percentage change in income. That's what I said. If this one is, say 3, I asked, what does it mean? To get 3 here, I asked you to put any two numbers for these two places. If you put 30% here for the numerator and the 10% here for the denominator, you will get 3 as the answer. That means for every 10% increase in your income, you are going to increase the demand by 30%, 3 times higher, right? Or otherwise, you can put 3% here and 1% here. Still, you are getting the same answer. Every 1% increase in income, right? So, you will increase the demand by 3%. Okay?
Yes,
so
sir.
finally, the answer should be 3. That's what I said. Otherwise, don't stick with these numbers. Any hypothetical numbers you can take. Even you can take here 300%. If you take 300% here, so what is the number you should get for the denominator?
100%.
100%. Right? So finally, answer should be this one. If your income increased by 100%, demand will go up by 300%. It's more sensitive. That's what I say.
Yes, sir. I have like a confusion about the first one you explained. Not that.
I don't remember what is the first one. Now I said many.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Now the next elasticity concept is this one, cross price elasticity of demand. Right? So suppose that our two products are say pizza is one product and burger is another. McBurger or the KFC burger, right? So our demand is pizza. Think about it. I'm asking a very simple question. Will burger price affecting to the pizza demand or not?
Effective.
Effective. In what
To some
way?
extent.
If burger price increase, what will happen to the pizza demand?
Increase.
Increase. Why?
The reason of burger price increasing, the customer moving to the pizza buying.
If burger price decrease, what will happen to the pizza demand?
Decrease.
Decreasing. Okay, now some pizza customers will move to the burger because pizza and the burger not very much close substitute but substitute. Instead of pizza, no problem is having burger. Instead of burger, no problem of having pizza. Right? It's much similar. Right? Not 100%, but somewhat closer. Right? Therefore, pizza seller should be alert what is happening to the burger prices in the market. What burger people doing in the market to attract more customers. Because if burger guys attracting more customers, pizza should know that, their customers is losing. Therefore, pizza need to respond to the burger strategies quickly. Otherwise, pizza will lose the customer. Again, the burger people also should know that, should be very much alert what pizza people doing in the market. Okay, there is close competition between these two types of products. Therefore, cost price elasticity measures how these two products, right, closely related. So therefore, elasticity formula is like this. Elasticity, since our product is pizza, right? We talking about the pizza demand. Pizza demand according to the burger price changes. This is how you can write. Right? P is the demand, B is the price of the other product. Then how you can write the formula? Percentage change in quantity demand of what product? Pizza. Let's put QP to understand it. Percentage change in quantity demand of pizza divided by percentage change in price of burger. Don't confuse these things, right? This is price of burger, quantity of pizza. Right? So in this example, I put EXY, right? EXY. Our product is, we are talking about the X demand. Therefore, formula should be percentage change in quantity of X divided by percentage change in price of Y. Okay? So because we know these two are related, right? Suppose that we getting, this answer, as the cross price elasticity. What you can understand from this? How you can interpret this number?
Demand in pizza price is very much related to the price of burger.
Use this number as well. As I told you before, you put any two numbers for the numerator and the denominator, then explain. To get 2 here, so you put 20 here and 10 here. Right? So answer will be 2. Then accordingly you can explain. If price of Y increase by 10%, in responding to this, quantity demand of X will go up by 20%. So this is plus, that means X and Y are substitutable for each other. Substitute. For substitute product, we get positive number for the cross elasticity. Because if Y increase by 10%, quickly consumers is coming to product X. That's why product X is increasing by 20%. So these two are highly, closely related product, like pizza and the Domino's on pizza. Pizza to burger may be little bit distance substitute, but pizza to another pizza is close substitute. If pizza increase the price by 10%, if it is close, Domino's and pizza will increase by more than 10%. In this case, 20%. Close substitute. Okay. Suppose that if you get minus 2 here, how you can interpret? Minus 2. Yes, come on.
So people will go to burger more and the pizza are
Use X
same.
and Y, then X and Y, it is easy.
So people will move to Y more and the demand of X will decrease.
Yeah. Somebody else? Thank you. Somebody else can try? If the price of Y increase by 10%, quantity demand of the product X will come down by 20%. This is coming down. Otherwise, we won't get the negative sign here. As the increase of price of Y, quantity demand of X is coming down. What kind of relationship between the two?
Negative.
Sorry? Negative relationship. The two products, for example, air conditioner demand
and electricity.
and electricity. If electricity price goes up by 10%, air conditioner demand will come down by 20%. So what kind of relationship between the air conditioner and the electricity? Substitute?
No, sir,
Or
complementary.
Complementary.
For complementary product, you will get the negative answer for the cross price elasticity. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right, let's go to the next one. Okay. Now, I want you to calculate the elasticities for each and every of these points. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. Please do it. And write your answer here. In front of A, you just put what is EP. So, what is this one? And what is this one? So, everyone better you calculate. Likewise for all these points. Start it now. And I think I told you how to get the equation for this demand curve as well. So I'll remind it again. What is the formula for the demand equation? QD is equal A plus BT. Because there is no any other factor here, only quantity and the price is here. So this is the equation. How you can take the value of B, the slope coefficient? In the summary table at the beginning we discussed couple of weeks ago, how you can take the value of B? It is mentioned in the summary table. This is slope coefficient. This is, you can take in this way. Remember, change in Q divided by remember? Do not remember, I can show you. See? Now you remember this one? Yes, no answer please. Are you there? Hello. Everyone stunned.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why got late in answering? Okay. So this is B is delta Q divided by delta P. Right? The same thing I wrote there. That's it. Go to that particular slide. Okay. So now to get this value of B, take any two combination, two price quantity combination. I'm taking these two combination, A and G. Just write this price quantity combination. At point A, what is the price? At point A, what is the price?
6.
Price 6. Quantity? 0. At point G, what is the price?
0.
0. Quantity?
1,200.
1,200. Okay. Now we are going to calculate the delta Q. What is delta Q? If you move from A to G, what is delta Q?
1,200.
1,200. What is delta P?
6.
6. You careful. You know?
Minus 6.
Price reduce, right? It's minus 6. So what is the value of B now?
Minus 200.
Minus 200. Okay. Now we found one coefficient value. To get the other,
So, how did you get minus 6?
minus 6 means price reduced from 6 to 0.
Oh, no.
Okay, right. Thank you. And then to get the value of A, you can take any of these two combinations, any one, right? And write the equation again. If I choose combination A, right, you write this equation. Right? What is QD if you choose combination A? What is quantity demand? 0 equal, I'm writing this equation, quantity demand at combination A is 0 and still we don't know the value of A. So you put A as it is, and do we know the value of B? Yes, we got it.
Minus 200.
Yeah, you put minus 200 here, minus 200. What is the price of, because now you need to write here P.
So meaning is what?
Huh?
B, the meaning of the B is the slope.
Yeah, slope. Right? So, what is P at combination A?
6.
6.
Yeah, it is 6. Okay. So, now this is QD is 0. A still we don't know. Value of B is minus 200 and the price at that point is 6. So, therefore, solved in this equation, you can get the value for A. What is the value for A?
1200.
1200. Now, so both A and B we found. Then I'm going to delete all these things and writing the equation. Then our equation related to this curve is QD is equal 1200 minus 200 P. Okay. So we found the equation. So to check whether this is right or wrong, you just substitute, a couple of prices. If the price is 6, according to this curve, what is the quantity demand? 0. According to the curve, it is 0. See whether we are getting the same answer from this equation as well. If you plug here 6 instead of this P, what is QD?
0.
0. If you plug this price at point G, 0 here, right? What is the quantity demand?
1200.
1200. For example, at point B, right? Point B price may be 5. Right? If you put 5 here, what is the quantity demand?
200.
Yeah, 200. It is correct according to the graph as well. So, now we are sure that our equation is correct. So, therefore, now, keeping this understanding also in your mind, I want all of you to calculate elasticities at each and every of these points. What is the elasticity at point A, B, C, and all these points? Can you start? I'll give you maybe a couple of minutes. So you do it, and I'll come back in couple of minutes, giving you a time. Natalia Fernando. Natalia. I'm searching new names so far that I couldn't talk. Herath, registration 020. Sevandi is there. Viduranga? I don't know what can I understand from this. Either you're pretending that you are in the lecture. Who is ATN? Who is ATN? Not a registration number, not the name. Who is ATN? And somebody is looking for iPhone, no registration, no identification. Mine means?
Hello?
Yes.
It's 39, sir.
It's 49. You put your name. What?
Yeah, sir. It's my office login, sir.
What is your office? ATN is office name?
Yeah, my company.
What is your office?
It's the ATN Services Private Limited outsourcing company.
Okay, thank you. You put your good name here, please.
Yes, sir. Okay.
And who is from iPhone? Hello? Right. It is Bhakti. So because to get the attendance, you have to put your name as you register. Otherwise, you will lose the attendance. At least you have to put the registration number. But I like if you can put your name and both registration number. MBS 56, who is this? Okay, so what is the price elasticity of demand at point A?
Infinity.
Yeah, infinity. Point B?
11.
Somebody else?
11, sir.
Okay, I put 11 because this is the only answer I got. Any different answers?
Minus 5.
Minus 2.5.
Okay, minus 5. Again, another answer you said, minus 2.5.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see which one is the correct. And point C?
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Point D?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. E?
Minus 0.5.
Minus 0.5.
Minus 0.2.
Minus 0.2. G?
0.
0. Okay, so this is the equation for the elasticity. Delta Q over delta P multiplied by P over Q. But instead, this is B. Value of the B is minus 200. We got it. So therefore, price elasticity of demand, you can write like this. B times P over Q. Right? So then if you are to get elasticity at point, for example, at point B, then minus 200 multiplied by, at point B, what is the price? 5. At point B, what is the quantity?
200.
200. Right? So this 200 cancelled out, then the remaining answer is -5. So this one is correct, this one wrong, this one wrong. All other answers are correct. Right? So this is the way that you can get the answers. Right? This one wrong. So I'm deleting these things as well. Now I need to highlight this one. You see, this is the middle point of the demand curve, right? And this part,
Excuse me, sir.
sorry,
How did you get the B? The equation for elasticity is Q.
I wrote it and calculate, the elasticity at point B. Have not you noticed it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I deleted this one.
Sir, can you please explain it?
Come on, okay. So I explained this one, So this is the answer. You write down, This is the answer that I got for point B. The formula is this one, and the value of B is 200, and then you can write the equation in this way as well, and the 200 is the value of B at point
That
B.
means Q, delta Q over delta P means B, right?
Yeah, I'm from the very beginning I'm telling it now. Correct? Kushani, is it okay for you?
Yes, sir. I had a connection issue, so that's why I couldn't find.
So from this end, I can't solve those problems, right? Right. So take this, and so what I wanted to highlight here, the midpoint, exactly the midpoint of this demand curve is point D, right? So about to the midpoint, this part, elasticity in absolute term, this is how you can put the absolute term. Absolute means without taking sign into account, elasticity is greater than 1. At point midpoint, elasticity in absolute term is equal to 1. Below to the midpoint, this segment, elasticity in absolute term less than 1. Okay? Right. So I think that you can note it down. Okay. Let me take a blank side. I'm redrawing the same graph here. same graph. I think that you also can do the same with me. No need to measure these axes, so roughly you can take the values. Here we have 6 and here 1200. And this is 3. And the quantity here is 600. This is point D. This is G. The same graph. This is A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At 1, this is point F. Quantity is 1000. At 2, quantity is 800. At 4, it is 400. At 5, it is 200. This is point B, C, D, E. This is F, G. Right? Now we got the answer here is infinity. This is minus 5. This is minus 2. This is minus 1. This is minus 0.2. No, 0.5. This is 0.2. This is 0. Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you another method of taking the elasticity. Okay. So, what you need to do, suppose that we don't have this price information. I'm delete all the price information. But I'm asking you to calculate EP. EP means price elasticity at point A. At point A. How we can get it? We don't have any price information here. But we have quantity information. To get the price elasticity at point A, so this quantity information only enough for us. Right? At point A, what is the quantity? 0. What is the right hand side value of this axis? 1200. Right hand side segment of the quantity axis is 1200. What is the left hand side segment? Left hand side, no value. It is 0. 1200 divided by 0. What is the answer?
Infinity.
Infinity. So put infinity. And similarly, let's calculate the elasticity at point B. Now at point B, quantity is 200. What is the right hand side segment?
1,200.
1000. Not 1200 because 200 to 1200. So gap is 1000. What is the left hand side segment? And only this part now.
200.
200. So what is the answer?
5.
5. And at point C, what is the right hand side segment?
So it's minus 200. Right?
Yeah, it should be minus. You have to put minus. Yeah. What is the right hand side segment?
800.
800. Left hand side?
400.
400. Answer is 2.
Minus 2.
Okay. Right. So, give me a minute. Likewise, you check. Likewise, you check other points as well.
So when we put that equation,
Yeah.
we are getting the same answer, right?
That's what I am telling now. Equation, you got this answer. Without equation, only the quantity axis information. Now we are getting the same answer. It's another method. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, likewise, you can take all these same elasticity numbers. Understood?
Yes.
All right. Now, I'm deleting these things. Right? Suppose now we have only this information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what is the price elasticity of demand at point A? We don't have any quantity information here. We don't have any quantity information, but we have price information. In this case, you can check. This is how we can do it. Now, only the price axis information. Take the lower segment of the price axis. This is the lower segment. What is the value of the lower segment? This value is 6. And divide by the upper segment. A is the maximum point. Upper segment value is 0. Lower segment divided by the upper segment. Lower segment is 6. Upper segment is 0. What is the answer? Again, infinity.
Upper segment means
Upper segment means above to the 6. No value.
no value.
Right.
Yeah.
And similarly, get the point B. If we take point B, what is the value of the lower segment?
5.
5. Upper segment? 5 to 6. 5 to 6. It's 1. So, 5 divided by 1? 5.
5.
So, check all these answers.
How can it should be minus because of the front of the curve, the way the curve slope?
No, minus sign just to indicate the law of demand. What is law of demand? If price goes up, quantity demand comes down. This is the relationship. Therefore, each and every number should be minus. That is basically fundamental theory. The 3 formulas I am now talking with you, price axis formula, quantity axis formula, and demand axis formula, right? I can't prove that this is how the minus is coming, but I'm getting the same number, right?
Yes.
Once you get the number, you should understand it is a fundamental. It should be minus. I'm getting 5. You don't ask how can get the minus 5. It should be minus 5, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is alternative formulas, I'm telling you. And similarly, at point C, what is the elasticity? If you use demand axis formula. How many equal segments? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by upper segment, 1, 2. So we are getting the same answers, right? Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Right. So, I'm now going to test your answer, test your knowledge, right? This is what my question. So you take this graph. I name this demand curve as D1, this demand curve as D2, and this common point for both the curve I name at point A, right? So I want you to answer for this question, right? Price elasticity of demand at point A, right? What is the price elasticity demand at point A? So I'm giving the answers as well, right? Same in D1 and D2. Number 2, greater in D1 than in D2. Number 3, greater in D2, opposite, than in D1. Number 4, twice bigger, twice larger or bigger in D2 than in D1. Can you read these answers? If you want, I can read it again. My question is, what is the price elasticity at point A? Right? So this is the point A, intersection point. I gave you 4 answers. Same, that's been price elasticity same in D1 and D2. Right? Because it is common point. And answer number 2, greater in D1 than in D2. Answer 3, greater in D2 than in D1. Right? Answer 4, twice bigger in D2 than in D1. You need to answer.
Answer is 2.
Number 3.
Number 2 answer.
Okay. I'm taking like this, right? So a small voting I'm taking. At least maybe 20 students should answer, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, who answer first? I'm counting the vote.
Number 3.
Number 3. So, number 3 candidate got 1 vote.
Number 3.
Number 3, 2 votes.
Number 2, I think.
Number 2, 1 vote. How about the others? At least 20 students should answer for this question. Number 3. 3 votes for candidate 3.
Number 2.
Number 2. Now there's a close competition. 2 for candidate.
Number 2.
Yeah, now it's very much tough competition.
Number 3.
Okay.
Number 3.
Hmm. Number 3. Yes. Now 3 is well ahead.
It's number 3, sir.
Number 3, sir.
Please, sir.
Right. Only 12 answers so far.
Number 3, sir.
13,
Number 3, sir.
14,
Number 3, sir.
15, Other few, please. Twelve, 15. At least another 3, 4 people.
Three, sir.
Actually, first and fourth already out from the competition. Okay. So are we going with the majority? So going with the majority always not good, right? Okay, let's see whether this is okay or not. I'm going to use the price axis formula for this. It is very clear, right? If we get the price at this point, this price is common for both the curves, right? So, what is the price axis formula? Lower segment divided by upper segment. Now, if you take D2, this is the upper segment, a small segment, right? It's larger value, this much of large value, you have to divide by a small number, whatever it is. So, you will get a big number, right? if you take D1, so this is the upper value, so bigger. Then this value, if you divide by again the similar big value, answers become smaller. So therefore, D2 should be greater in D2 than in D1. This is correct. So I'm happy that others not answered, and also 3 people answered for this. Rethink again. So this is good. Majority is going with the right answer. I can't say the majority because now you see the result. Out of this 62 logging on now, only 16 answers. Out of the 16 voted, candidate number 3 selected. Not selected, elected. Right? This is not very much representing the people's preference. The danger of staying without voting. So you have to use your voting power. Right? This is not the majority. Right? Majority is still silent. Is it good?
So I have a small question.
Yes.
If we consider the following equation that elasticity equals to P multiplied by, not P, B, that slope,
okay, this one.
multiplied by P divided by Q. Then in this A position, both P and Q are similar, no? In either D1 or D2. Price and but then we should consider about the slope, no? Then considering the D1 and D2, D1 slope is much more than D2. Then it should D1.
That is also okay. You are getting the same answer, right?
Then it should be D1 is higher than to D2, no?
No. Right? This combination is same for both. Because the same point, that point is correct. Right? Now this one is slope. Right? B is slope at this particular point. Okay? This one is very much flat at that point. D2, very much flatter. So you will get a big number for this one at D2. Okay, your rationale is very good. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. It's changing to different position, not similar.
It's
same,
changing.
all
Slope at this point is not same, even though the exact point is same, but slope is not same.
Okay.
Right? So this one, according to D2, B will get larger number. So therefore, answer 3 is again okay. So I appreciate you thought it in different way. You try to match the answer with the formula. That's correct. Good.
So then that means the upper value means the B. It's divided by the
Lower segment divided by the upper segment. Okay. So you didn't complete the question. Who was asking this question? Shall I delete all these things? Hello?
So how did you get like D2 twice? D2 is greater than D1?
Greater means a bigger value for D2 than in D1.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that means D1 is D1. Can you please explain it?
I already explained. Anyway, no problem. I will do it again. Right? So, what is the, if you are using the price axis formula, what is the formula you remember?
Yes, sir. P divided by Q.
No, the price axis formula. You know, if you use only the price information, I told you not the formula. You didn't write down? So if you are forgetting all these things, I can't tell it again and again. If you use this price, right, I told you lower segment to the particular price axis, you know, this is the lower segment if you use D2, and this is small part is the upper segment. This is upper, this is lower. To get the answer, you have to divide by lower segment by the upper segment. Whatever the value, look at the size of the lower segment is much bigger than this small upper segment. Now you have to imagine the value. It will get bigger number anyway. If you take D2 and D1, if you take D1, you look at the upper segment. Upper segment is much bigger. Okay? Then definitely you will get the small value. So, if you don't like this word, you put larger value, or smaller value or something. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Oh, you have to answer it. You ask the question and stay silent. Right. So, I'm going to delete these things. And then, okay. And here, all the answers I calculated for you. Right? I think, yeah, all these answers calculated for you. I gave you this one well in advance, but you have not looked at it at least. And now, you know, these things also I explained already. You know, this is the middle point. Middle point elasticity is 1. Above to the middle point, it is greater than 1. Below to the middle point, it is less than 1. Here is 0. Elasticity varies from 0 to infinity. Right? And there is another curve here. MR. What is MR? Marginal revenue. Marginal revenue. Marginal revenue curve. This is demand curve. We actually find the demand curve earlier. QD is equal, what is our demand curve? 1200 minus 200p. This was the demand curve, demand equation we found for this curve. You remember this one? 1200 minus 200p? Yes or no? Yes? So what happened to you suddenly? Everybody stay silent. According to this graph, this should be touching point, right? According to this curve, This is the formula for this curve. Okay? And now I want you to find inverse demand equation. Inverse demand equation. Inverse demand equation. What is inverse demand equation? So you need to solve this equation for P. P equal. Let's listen a little bit.
කඩලා ඉවරයිනේ දැන්.
නෑ තා පොඩක් තියෙනවා කඩන්න. අර පිටිපස්සේ කෑල්ල කඩා ගන්න තියෙනවා. තව මේ අතරේ තා පොඩි කඩන ඉවරයි අතරම් තියෙනවා.
මොකද්ද වගාවක් දෙන්නේ?
බෑ.
ඔයා යන්නේ නැද්ද?
අද එන්නේ ආවද මේක හදා ගන්නවා මේකේ බාලා තියෙන්නේ.
හෙට යනවා.
ඊ අර සිකුරා එතන අනිත් යනවා. සවුන්ඩ් යන අනිවාර්ය සවුන්ඩ් යනවා.
අරුන් ගොඩක් වැඩ ඉවර කරගෙන එතකොට.
ඔව් මම අද සමහරකට මේ ලිටර් මට උත්සාහයි මං කෝ දෙපාන්දර උස්සලා ඊට පස්සේ ආයි කලවලේ මේ කියන අනිත් පැත්ත කරන්න කියලා. අනිත් පැත්ත කරලා අද රැයට වැඩ ගන්නවා කොහෙන් නම් කියන වැඩ ගන්න බෑ කිව්වා. ඊට ගන්න තැනක් කලින් මේ හදා ගන්නවා කියලා. අද ඉඳන් මේ රැය වැඩ ගන්නවා.
මෙට්ටක් දුන්නා නේද? අර මේවා පොඩි කුෂන් මෙට්ට වගේකුත් දුන්නා.
දුන්නා නේ ඔයාගෙන. Okay, Rangana finally understood, right? So this is, that's what I said. In this culture, online lecturing is not very much, not well set. When you join into a lecture in online mode, physically, mentally, both you should set for the class. Otherwise, the things will not go. All kadandai, ikon ikana ganda ekapata bad. Right. So I want you to solve this equation for P. Please do it. This is direct demand function. QD equal 1200 minus 200P. From this, I need inverse, indirect demand function. Solve this equation for P. So what is the answer? There is no economics. I want you to bring this P to this side and Q to this side. That's it. That's the only thing that I want. Madhushan, can you tell me the answer? Sandharwan?
6.
Okay.
6 minus QD divided by 6.
6 minus?
QD divided by 6. 6 minus QD divided by 6.
Okay, dividing it and tell the answer. You can divide it now.
It's 0.1667. 0.1667.
Think it again. Calculate it again. Because both sides, you bring this minus 200 to the left hand side and send this q to the right hand side and divide both sides by 200, not 6. This is not the economics. Simple grade 5 scholarship examination mathematics, one maths.
0.05.
6 is correct. Why others are not trying? I need to work with you in this lecture.
So sorry sir, it's 0.005.
0.005. 5, then q, right?
Q, yes, QD.
Yeah. This equation is very much matching. This is the vertical intercept, right? So this is the slope of this curve, right? Now, I want you to calculate the TR. TR means total revenue. Total revenue function is, we can get like this, P multiplied by Q, right? Now, in our equation, the P you already found. This is the price, right? P is 6 minus 0.005 Q. This is P. Okay, this is the P. And to get the TR, you need to multiply this P by Q again. Okay, this is TR. What is the TR equation now? If you multiplied everything by Q, 6Q minus 0.005 Q to the power 2. Okay. Now to get MR from this marginal revenue, you have to get the derivative from this equation. I'm not going to teach you derivative techniques, right? So if you hear 1Q, when taking the derivative, so Q is going out, only 6 is remaining, and Q to the power 2, this one, the slope coefficient, you have to multiply it by 2, because this 2, right, the power value, then it becomes 0.01, and then you have to write here 1Q. Okay, this is the MR equation. So MR and the inverse demand function, MR is also starting from 6. Price is also starting from 6. That's why both these curves starting from 6. And MR is twice steeper. Slope is double. දෙගුණයක් බැවුම් වෙනවා MR එක demand එකට වඩා. So this distance should same in both the equation. So anyway, that in future I will tell you how to calculate MR, marginal revenue, and the definition as well. That's it for today. Thank you very much for your contribution. Right, day by day or week by week, the stuff is increasing, as you understand. So please spend some time on this. Then the things will become very much familiar, right? So only the attendance, only the logging on and doing some other works, you will not learn, right? So you are adult student. So therefore, you like today and the previous days, you have to work with me. I like it very much, right? I don't know whether you like, because I'm asking the question from everyone, right? To keep you in the class. So anyway, that is my tactics, right? So please help for me in talking and contributing. Thank you very much. Then only you can take this. Thank you. We'll see you in the next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.